Welcome to Femme House Radio with your host LP Giobbi. This week we have Maxine. From a coastal hometown to the heart of London, Maxine's rise has been anything but quiet. Armed with Ibiza residencies including Eden, she delivers a commanding high-energy sound that has ignited dance floors across the UK and Europe, with growing impact throughout North America, South America, and Asia. She has secured releases on headline labels and backing from industry heavyweights including Marco Carola, Frankie Rizzardo, Mal P, Luciano, Hot Since 82, Paco Suno, Danny Howard, and many more. Very impressive. Welcome to Femme House Radio, Maxine.
Thank you for having me. It's great to
So
be here.
tell us about your label, Red Alert.
Red Alert. So I launched Red Alert a couple of years ago, and it was something that I wanted to always do. Like even when I started out in music, sort of getting into my career like 10 years ago, but I didn't want to do it straight away. I kind of wanted to build my sound and really like find my sound in the industry. And I was always inspired by like Hot Since 82 and his platform with like Knee Deep in Sound, and Save Records was like a label that I was always downloading music from. So what Nick Fanciulli was doing with his platform. So I always knew I wanted to build something of my own. I think it was to have that sort of creative freedom and just be able to express yourself without sort of any limitations. And that's why I love what you've built. It's like I think it's important to have that community and build that in the industry. So
I
yeah,
mean,
we
yeah,
started it 2 years ago. I've just been building it really organically, signing music from people who have been playing in my set, supporting,
how cool is
and
that?
how cool.
How do you decide what kind of records you're gonna sign? Are they the ones that you would play out or
Yeah, that's literally the sort of ethos of it. If I'm gonna play it, then I'll sign it and release it. How do you sign music? Do you
that?
just
That's exactly it. I think we were talking about this earlier, but I my
mm,
when I make albums, I some songs I think about the dance floor, but a lot of them are songs that I can't even play in my sets. No other DJ will ever play them in their sets, and they're more songs. And so I sort of like woke up in the middle of the night one day like, oh my God, I'm a dance artist, and I can't play any of my own music in my sets. When I DJ. So I really wanted to start a platform that more showcase the music that I actually do play when I DJ. Because I think of DJing and being an artist is sometimes different things, especially
yeah,
for me, because what music I make is different than the music I play. So I really wanted to like cultivate a community around what I like to play.
hmm
As you said, I think it's so important to be able to support artists and have that platform to do so and to build community because like you don't need everybody. You just need a small group of people that understand what you're doing and building that community around it. I think ensures that you can have a long lasting career.
yeah.
I think that your label is very very cool. It's a
I
lot.
think
It's a lot. Listening to demos takes a lot of time. I'm like, whoa, this is it's a lot.
yeah, definitely. I try like a lot of the demos that I listen to is through Trackstack. Don't know if you've been using that platform, but
No,
it's a software where all the demos get sent into one space because like if you get
what?
so yeah, it's quite an organised system. It's been launched the last couple of years. So you get demos like on email, Instagram,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
all these different ways. So TrackStack's like one software that you provide a link and then people can upload their tracks into that. And what it does as well is it gives the producer like live real time feedback as well. So if there's like different selections on there, so you can put like accept or decline, and then you can write the feedback or have a template which
No.
message. Yeah, 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 yeah. You've
You're
got to
actually
check it out.
changed my life. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know how to keep quiet. It's like, yeah, the DMs or the promo email or my regular email. I'm like, oh my God, Trackstack.
No, honestly, it's a game changer. Like it really is.
What
And
a good tip. Thank
what I
you.
kind of do is like weekly, just like set aside some time and just go through all of them, and it's all in one space. So it's super super good, and it's made it a
Wow,
lot
good
easier.
for
I still get,
you.
still get demos through, still get demos through like Instagram and stuff. And what I
Yeah.
might do is just redirect them to that and send them the
Yeah.
link. And
Yeah. No, that
yeah,
is like having one place for them would be life changing for me.
yeah. No,
But
it's really easy to set up. Just register and but yeah, set the profile up and then you're good to go. So, But yeah,
So
I think it's with like demos. I think playing them in your set is also how you can really get behind them and just like if I'm not going to play it in my set, then I don't. I want to fully get behind each track. Do you know what I mean? So,
totally, and support the artist, and yeah, yeah.
yeah, like there's and actually some of the tracks that I've signed in the last year, really good producer from France called Max Mash. He was sending me tracks on Trackstats, and I hadn't discovered his music until that point. And then now we've built up a bit of a relationship, and he's gonna release on the label again. And like I want to bring
Amazing.
him into the label more and like artists like that. So I think community is really important. But yeah, I've just been building the label really organically. But long term, we do want to, build it as far as we can go. Really, I think that's with music, there's you as hard as you work is the sort of the more work you put into something, the more sort of outcome there will be. So I think it takes a lot of work, but we want to really grow the label and yeah,
Yeah.
just,
What is your like, do you have sort of an end goal? Do you have like a North Star? Do you have like what are some of your top goals
yeah.
for your
Well,
career?
I think most artists all want to like release on certain labels and like you know tour at different clubs. There's
I
always
mean,
them
you're
goals.
touring like Tampa. You're doing a lot of good touring.
Touring's been great, and like we're excited for what we've got coming up, and it's just building like year on year, building on what we've sort of
Yeah.
built so far. But I think long term, it's always been to sort of build my own thing like more. So like with the label, with the event series, is just to build that and leave a stamp with that, and look back as well as and on my music category, and I want to catalog, sorry, and I want to be able to like be really proud of my catalog of
Yeah.
music. I think that's
You
that's
should be.
definitely like a long term goal of
I also
mine.
like that you have such a clear sound. You know, I don't have like a sonic identity listening through your music. It's just so it's so you. I think it's really cool that you've been able
That's nice to
to
hear.
carve that out. What a gift that would be.
Yeah,
Okay,
I,
final
I,
question.
yeah, I think my sound's definitely evolved over the years. Like I've always stayed true to like what inspired me when I got into music. Like there's always like inspirations from like R&B, hip hop, garage. Like you'll hear that soulfulness in my music,
Yeah.
um, but it's definitely like evolved over the years, and I think that's just down to
What's
like
influenced that, do you think?
um, I think just being around clubs,
Yeah,
DJs, just being exposed to more sounds and
yeah,
listening to other sets and stuff. I think that
totally.
just naturally it just evolves. But I've always sort
Yeah,
of had those core elements in there.
very cool. Final question for you. This is kind of a hard one, but if you could put together your dream lineup, who would you
Mhm.
want to play with you?
Ooh, good question. I think a big inspiration to me is Joseph Capriati has always been
Yeah.
someone who I've really respected because what I love about him and artists like Nicole Mudabar or Ilario Alicante, they're able to sort of go through their set and not stick to like one specific sound. Like they always have that element of themselves in there, so you can tell it's them. But they can play like tech house,
For
disco,
sure.
techno, and go through that journey in their set. And I really respect that, and I think that's kind of how I've always wanted to build myself long term as well. Just have that like variety, but be able to sort of be
Go
known
on a
quite
journey.
for
Yeah,
sound. So I
that's
think
amazing.
yeah, probably I'd say um, Joseph Capriati, Nicole Mudabar, Hot Since '82, Nick Fanciulli, and then I'll probably choose some more up and coming artists like Amo Avenue. His music's amazing.
Oh,
I've
cool.
got some stuff of his on my label, and then also I've been supporting and playing his music for years. Like he's got really really solid sound. And then there's
Amazing.
a artist from Ecuador called Giordano Roosevelt, who's an amazing producer. So I'd probably have a mixed
Yeah,
combination of those
this
guys.
is that's one of the best answers. I ask this question a lot, and
Really?
people usually like dream big as
I
they
do you know
should.
what, at first I was like, I've never
Cool to
been
like
asked
think
that
about wanting to
before.
put on these
But
artists that you have discovered and support and believe in. That's awesome.
yeah.
Well,
But
thank you.
you obviously create your own lineups. How do you kind of go about like doing that? Do you just, is it like people that are on the label, or is it?
Yeah, it's I mostly for the Yes 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 parties. We've really just started. I'm going to be releasing an album next year and then doing a lot of headline touring. So this year we wanted to do as many Yes 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 parties and focus on that.
Yeah,
Um, and so I always I do like at least a release a month, and then every once or twice a year a compilation. So I try to get as many of those artists, as I can on the lineup, or artists who are aligned with sort of like this more uplifting,
yeah,
positive music, but that can DJ through a journey. I think that's really important.
yeah,
But my favorite part about the SECS parties are at the end, and there's like a big family B2B for like
hmm,
at least the last hour, and it's just mayhem. You don't know who's gonna play, and like, we're supposed to wait for the artists to like meet each other and make sure that they're connecting. Because I think that's also another important part of building community. So that's my favorite part of our parties. Yeah. Well,
that's
thank you
amazing.
so much for being a guest on Femme House Radio. I really respect what you're doing, and I think it's quite impressive the reach that you've already had, and coming out of the UK and playing all over the world. So you should be really proud of yourself. Congrats.
Oh, thank you so much, and you too. So like what you're building is amazing, and like with your live sets and everything, it's really unique. So
I appreciate
keep
you.
yeah,
Thank you.
keep smashing it.
Keep going.